Great college football game tonight. Give Oregon State a lot of credit. Really good football team. There was a tremendous atmosphere. I gotta be honest, I don't know if I've definitely never been in an atmosphere like that where it's half a stadium. So you gotta give their fans, their team a lot of credit. They're a really good football team. It was a tough place to play tonight, and I'm probably more proud of this win than the previous three. They're all important, but we had to find different ways to win tonight. It ended up being kind of a slugfest, really a defensive battle back and forth. Of course, our defense, the 4 turnovers, the huge stops, closing the game. You can't say enough about how we played defensively. You just can't. And a lot of guys stepped up, played through a lot of things. It was a gutsy performance by our defense. Obviously, not real enthused about how we played offensively, other than the fact that we finished. And we did it when we had to do it. And that was a huge drive there at the end. And our defense answering and closing it out was such a sequence and finish. And if anything we've done up to this point shows I think progress we're making in that locker room within the walls of culture tonight as a whole really did show that. So this is a huge road win. Road conference wins are gold. You've heard me say that multiple times, and we found a way, and it feels damn good.
Would you attribute Caleb's struggles to, and then also his poise though on that final drive?
Yeah, didn't get off to a great start. We just kind of had trouble seizing momentum. Give them credit. Certainly, they made some competitive plays and made things tough on us. And then I thought at times we had some just routine things there, whether it was calls, whether it was throws, whether it was catches, that we just did not do to the level that we need to. So I got to be better for the offense. We got to make more routine plays. We obviously got a lot to correct and a lot to work on.
Caleb Williams struggled a lot. You were on the sideline talking to him. What did you tell him? How did you get him out of his funk?
Just that we've been there before. It's these games you can't. Everybody wants to define how they're going to go before the game's ever played, right? And you just got to go play. And some days you're not going to be at your best. Some things are not going to go your way. And how you respond in those moments is what separates you. And I just reminded him we've been in a few of these when he was younger. And we talked a lot about throughout the offseason and going into this season about how we wanted to handle it. And, him doing what he did and our guys, not just him obviously, but our offense doing what they did on that last drive showed a lot of grit and determination to match what we were doing on the field defensively.
Are victories like this sometimes even more meaningful than maybe the way the first three went?
100%, because you just, if everything's rolling and you go separate, that's awesome. And obviously we'd love for that to happen every week, but that's not college football. It just doesn't happen like that all the time. And you're either, how many times do you see a really good team go in and get upset or beat in a tough road atmosphere like tonight? It happens all the time, but that's where you separate yourself. The really great teams find a way, no matter what the circumstances, and we found a way tonight.
Coach, did Oregon State's defense surprise you a little bit tonight?
I don't know if they really did anything. I hadn't seen the tape yet, but I don't think they sort of didn't come out in a new defense or anything like that. There was a wrinkle here and there, but they were minimal. They played hard. They're a very experienced group. They took advantage of some of our mistakes. So no, they're a good defense. They didn't surprise me.
Eric, the defense came up with several fourth quarter stops. What was critical in getting those turnovers and those stops tonight?
Well, just doing our assignment. Everybody on the same page. Like I said, a lot of times there's a lot of self-inflicted issues. So just doing our assignment, making sure everybody on the same page. And Coach Riley showed us the numbers of how we are when we're on the same page. So, I think that's really given us a lot of confidence.
Eric, when the offense is struggling a little bit, how much did the defense today kind of take that on their own shoulders?
There's no nerves. We got a lot of special people on the team, and I'm not worried about the offense at all. She got us leading, so I wasn't worried about the last drive. I wasn't worried about when we were down. Like I said, this game-defining moments. This is a game that defines not just USC, but just how we are as a team. Us sticking with each other and playing hard.
Travis, what was Caleb like down the stretch? He's got kind of mentality and composure and everything.
Oh, he was super composed. He was ready to go after it, put the ball in the end zone. You did not for 1 second think that he was somewhere else or his mental was somewhere else. You knew that he was going to be done.
So it was third straight 100-yard game for you. What did you see out there that was working for you?
you know, my old linemen were just, you know, doing their job to a T, and it allowed me to get through those holes. You know, so all credit to my old linemen for all 3 of those games.
Lincoln, what did you think of the way the line pushed Caleb on that 4th down?
That was awesome. I mean, those are the moments, right? Like that's what it comes down to, you know, 4th down, and you gotta find a way, and you just gotta leave it all on the field. And if you play hard every single snap, and it means a lot to you, then you don't have to wonder when that one play is gonna come up that might change the game. And that one obviously was a huge one, and we played hard. It was a great, you know, effort by Caleb. All of our guys were pushing. I mean, yeah, like I said, as a coach, you want to come win, you know, 60-10 every week, right? That'd be awesome. But as a coach, to see that, yeah, I'm really, really proud of our group and our fight. It was at the elite level.
Defensively, it feels like every week we're kind of in the same situation where it's like, can you keep, you know, getting takeaways? But it seems like now it's kind of become routine for the defense to get a few takeaways. What do you attribute that to, and how sustainable maybe that is going forward?
It's always sustainable because, like, each game's its own thing, right? The previous game doesn't know that you've got turnovers in that game, right? You know, it's just about the next opportunity. Right now, we're taking advantage of it. We're playing really hard. We're active. You saw like Eric's length and some of our guys' length really affecting and getting balls tipped up in the air. We've done a great job of finishing some of those plays. So, absolutely sustainable. I mean, it's, you know, next week doesn't know what happened this week. And what happened tonight was, on top of the turnovers, we played more 11-man ball on defense, right? We got to the ball. We did not have nearly, I guarantee you, without watching the tape, we had significantly less busts in this game than we've had in the first couple. So we made progress. And when you turn the ball over and you play sound, you're gonna have a night like tonight. It's called great defense.
What did you say to Alex Grinch on the sideline there? Like,
I don't know if I can repeat it. After the game, or once we got the stop, or
yeah, we need to stop and embrace him a little bit later.
I was just proud of him, proud of the defensive staff, proud of the defensive players. That's a good football team. It's a good offense, and they had to continually step up. And coaches, players, all that, you know, just outstanding job. Just proud of it. It was a lead effort by coaches and players.
Travis, what was the conversation between you guys as offensive players through the first 3 quarters when you're not putting points up?
You know, just to keep fighting. You know, things like this happen. You know, it's just football. Things like this happen all the time. And if you just keep your team up and you just keep fighting, keep chipping away, you know, it'll bound to end up how it ended up tonight. You know, you just gotta keep playing ball. You know, this is what football is. You know, this is the moments that we live for. You know, this is it. You know, so I'm just gotta keep playing ball, and that's really what it is.
Lincoln, the play clock was catching up to you guys a bit in the first half tonight. Was that a noise thing? Getting the plays in thing?
Yeah, noise was a little bit of a factor, and then I thought there was just some things operationally from us that we got to be more efficient with. We wasted some unnecessary seconds there that just have got to be coached and executed better. And yeah, definitely the noise was a factor. I mean, that's, you know, I don't know if it's just coming into a stadium that's only half available. It's going to be like that. Give credit to the crowd, and obviously something that's going to handle better because we're going to be in other noisy environments.
Let's go more.
Travis, what do you think of the environment, having been in this rivalry previously, you know, with only half the stadium? What was it like for you there?
Yeah, it was crazy because this is probably one of the rowdiest crowds, you know, Oregon State's ever came with. You know, and then we had half of the field. So kudos to them. They were really out there with the energy. It was really fun. It was really fun out there, you know, to hear that crowd and be on that field, you know, and try to quiet it down a little bit.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks,